This is an official T.T.R.T. documentation. The time is 10:40 a.m. It is Tuesday. It is 11/2/2010. I am currently returning a call from a Barrick or Derek Green, who is a city attorney, in reference to the Calea manual, and me reviewing it and copying it, I would guess, or parts of it, because I need to know a couple, 1 to 10 pages of it, and that I need to check to see if it's in harmony with their procedure and their actions of following their procedure, which is not, from my experiences, they are not in harmony with their policy, and I have videos of documenting it. Anyways, here we go. Sounds like a bad connection.
Good morning, Legal Advisor's Office. This is Annette.
Well, good morning. I'm looking to speak with a Barrick or a Derek Green. I couldn't understand the message on my answering machine. It's either Barrick or Derek.
Okay, that would be Baird Green.
Baird?
Yes, and who am I speaking with?
This is Mr. Ray.
Okay, one moment, please.
Baird Green.
Good morning, sir. Aaron Ray here, returning your call from, I believe it was Thursday, the 28th of October, relating to the Calea manual.
Yes, sir. We don't believe that the Calea manual is a public record, so we won't make copies for you, but you are welcome to come into the facility and review it here if you would like to.
So you guys don't maintain it?
I'm sorry?
You believe that it's not a public record, or for sure it's not a public record?
Yes, it's not a public record.
Okay, Alan Smith of the Internal Affairs has recently told me that if they maintain it, it's public record, something of that nature. Is he wrong?
Well, I haven't spoken to him, so I couldn't answer that. But if you'd like to come in and review it, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, but the fact is I'm not allowed to make copies?
That is correct. Yes, it's copyrighted.
Oh, I'm sorry. But when I go to the library to make copies out of a book or something, that stuff's all copyrighted too. And I'm an investigative journalist, and I would probably only need about 1 to 10 pages to go with the story I'm putting together. So it's out of the question to copy it, period, no ifs, ands, or buts?
Yeah, that's how I understand. I mean, we spoke with Calea to see if they had a problem with that, and they do. And since they hold the copyright, then we couldn't be a party to that.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but let me see if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, I don't want to argue with you. You probably know better than me anyway. You're a county city attorney, but under Title 17, there's sections for fair use and
right.
Education, criticism, and well, all of that stuff. There's a bunch of stuff there. Anyways, what I intend to use it for is information purposes, and even though they say don't copy it or whatever, it's not against the law under Title 17 to make a couple copies of a couple pages.
Well, the way I understand fair use is that you're allowed to criticize it and do what you want to with it, but that doesn't mean they still don't have a copyright to the material. So, for example, if you purchased a book and you wanted to criticize it under fair use, they couldn't sue you for a copyright violation. But if we purchase a book and then you make copies from us, I think we're violating the copyright provision to begin with, and so that's not a fair use extension. In other words, the copyright wouldn't be worth a whole lot if one person, for example, a government, bought a book and then someone made a copy of it and then just distributed the copies. Do you see what I mean?
In full, I see what you mean, but in part, 1 to 10 pages, I don't see how it'd make a difference. It's like taking a field trip to the library of a bunch of kids in a school and they copy a few pages out of a few books. Well, they do it every day like that, so I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but I just wanted you to hear what I'm saying too.
Okay, well.
And so what do I do? Go down to the T.P.D. or the city attorney building?
We have it down here at T.P.D., so why don't you come down here? I think you're going to have to make, was it Alan Smith in Internal Affairs that you talked to?
I did speak with Alan Smith. He didn't seem to know if they even had one down there, but I asked him.
Well, I think the person who maintains that book for us is Lieutenant Elise Souter, and she's our Calea standards person, so she'd be the one actually to talk to about taking a look at it. And I mean, I'll talk to her again about the. You say you want to do about 10 pages. I'll talk to her about.
Well, I actually don't know. I'm using that as an example. I know for sure, and I have also been in contact with Calea that one of the standards is that you guys are mandated to take anonymous complaints.
Right.
And then I have Alan Smith on the record telling me he's not going to take my anonymous complaint, and then they whitewashed my complaint. So I'm just looking further in detail because I have a story coming up and a deadline to meet, and I need to know what some of the other standards say in addition to your guys' policies and procedures, because I'm told one thing from someone, Calea tells me another. The policy says one thing, but the officers don't know their policy or abide by. I ran into some problems with the functioning of how things are probably right hand not knowing what the left hand's doing down there or something. And so she sent me, a gal from Calea sent me part of their standards. So that's why I don't see how they can be saying don't copy it, because they already sent me the part of it that says anonymous complaints shall be accepted, and then that's in harmony with your procedures that says anonymous complaints compose a significant investigative challenge but shall be accepted. What is not in harmony with what you guys told me, that no, we don't take anonymous complaints. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of everything I can. And since Calea gave me through the internet some of it, I can't see how they can say we can give you some now, but you can't copy some or have some later. It's the right hand not knowing what the left. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Not to argue, but
no, I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, so one says yes, one says no, or I'm trying to find out exactly.
Right. Well, and we'd certainly like to give you access to that book here. So.
Well, I will come down and review it probably in the next couple of days.
Okay.
And if
let me communicate with Lieutenant Souter.
Souter?
And let her know that. I think she's aware of it.
Okay.
Let me let her talk to you.
Maybe could you have her or you give me a call back, because when I go down there to review it, I kind of like to not have to argue with anybody about taking a look at it.
No, that seems reasonable. Mr. Ray, what's the number I can get back to you at? Oh, wait, I think I have it as Tina. Why don't I locate her? I'll let her know that we talked, and I'll give her your number and ask her to give you a call, as soon as she can.
Okay, that would be great. Outstanding.
Okay.
You have a great day.
Yeah, you too, sir.
And a better tomorrow. Peace and respect. Bye. This concludes this portion of the Tucson Tyranny Response Team documentation, documenting an attempt still in progress trying to get the Calea manual to review and or copy, and I still think they're wrong. I can copy pages out of it. Now, Calea might not like that. I don't need to copy the whole thing, but if they maintain it, I think it's public record, like Alan Smith indicated from the Internal Affairs Unit of T.P.D. At least that's what I believe he indicated, that if they maintain it, then it's reviewable. And how could it not be if they maintain it as public record? Period. It doesn't matter what format, video, audio, computer disk data, it doesn't matter in my mind. Because all public records are open for inspection and review by any person on any day. And I just have to make note here that we're already on November 2nd. And I asked to review this, I believe, on the 29th or 28th of October. And, well, maybe it was even a week before that, I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to end this documentation now. I'm going to go ahead and probably post it to YouTube. I'm not sure yet. Anyways, in this documentation now.